Okay, hello, welcome back everybody. Final day action here at the Ultimate 10-Ball Championship. Feature bout here, Lena Kjorsvik versus Kelly Fisher. My name is Mark Wilson. Alongside me with expert analysis is Danny DiLiberto. This is live coverage, Danny. What do you expect to see in this one?
Well, anybody who's still in the tournament is playing great. So I expect to see a great match. I imagine Kelly Fisher is the favorite here. I really never saw the other girl play, so you probably know more about that.
Yeah, certainly do. Lena's been playing very well for the last few years. Scandinavian girl, plays on the women's tour. This lag is very close. Kelly Fisher is an absolute whirlwind. I mean, she plays fast and she's got super firepower. Shot making wise, Lena's much more of a tactical type player.
Well, who put her on the loser side? Another question we can't answer? Because she is on the loser side. She's won about 4 or 5 in a row on the loser side.
Yeah, a lot of great players. They still trying to generate who won. It would seem like it would be incumbent upon the referee to make that call. Nonetheless, Kelly Fisher is going to be awarded the first break. This is a race to 7, 10-ball. A little bit different rules this time. It's all ball fouls with the referee. Call shot 10-ball.
Well, in my day, when I got on the loser side, I mentally made myself think I'm playing in a single elimination tournament. And usually, when you get on the loser side, like Kelly Fisher, she's playing somebody who just lost and came over on her, and psychologically they're a little defeated. So if you hold up and play well, you're going to win.
I always did my best work on the loser's side. Seem to find myself there quite often.
Well, whoever beat you to put you on the loser side?
It's always me. I always beat myself, Danny.
Well, someone questioned me. Well, anyway, let's get into this. She's going to break the balls.
Right from the head of the table, center.
Straight on. Pretty good hit. She might have only made noise, though.
Well,
No
ball.
shot.
Nope.
But
I'll tell you, Lena is an interesting girl. She is great at music, karaoke, playing the piano.
oh, really?
Oh, fantastic!
I like her better now.
Yeah, no, she's really fun too. And we were at a karaoke bar one time, and I didn't realize she was this good. She did some Janis Joplin, me and Bobby McGee, and it brought the house down. I mean, people left the bar and come and stood around her microphone at the stage, and I was kind of real proud, like, yeah, that's the girl with us. That's her. Yeah, everybody was up there shaking her hand and everything.
She's got a good safe here.
She is awesome.
Well, see, that's a great shot because she snookered her on the one, but it's so much better to freeze the person on the ball. You take away all the kicks. So, there she could have got closer to the 3, I believe. But it's the first inning, final day. She's got a chance to win the tournament. She's probably not real loose yet, but I'm glad to hear about her singing karaoke and all that.
Yeah, a very pleasant person to be around, and so is Kelly Fisher, for that matter.
I don't know any one of them.
Oh, Kelly is just great.
Okay, I think the 1 goes in the side. She's got ball in hand. The 2 is hanging, so there's no position to play. But I always maintain you want to be close to the next ball, even if it's hanging, because you can control it better to get to the next ball.
One thing's for sure, Danny, if you have not watched Kelly Fisher play much pool, you're in for a treat. It's a very up-tempo, super firepower match.
See here, she could have got easier on the 2, even though it's hanging. I would have liked to have been on the end rail, because then you go 1 rail to the 3. Now she's got work to do with obstructions. See what I mean? Had she got on the end rail, she could have avoided the 7.
Yeah, that would definitely be a position error.
Yeah. So now she's got a 2-rail. I like the 2-rail kick here. She might spin it 1 rail, but 2-rail kick, you got a big ball. You're really shooting when a person is snookered, you're really shooting at a 7-inch target. That's like
Right.
3 times the width of the ball.
Yeah, just short of that. That's exactly right.
Got to 2-rail this. But where do you call it? Because it is call shot. In case you make something, you got to call it. Because if you accidentally make a ball, your opponent could make you shoot again if you're snookered. Well, Kelly Fisher is going to show some stuff here if she can make this 3-ball. It looks like she's got enough angle to billiard the 4. Or even come back. She billiarded it all right. But she made things a little tougher now. She's got to cut this 4-ball in the corner and go to the 5 in the same pocket. I don't know about her angle here. She could take a thin cut on the 5. You know, she's not going to get perfect.
When Kelly Fisher first came over here, good shot there.
Yeah, she didn't get there, though.
No. Doesn't take much for her to have a shot.
Well, she did get a little out of line on the 4, but she had a pocket, a long shot on the 3, so she took whatever she got. Now you got... Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mark.
Well, to finish the thought, when she first came over here, she came from a snooker background in the UK, and she went for quite a while beating the top players but not winning any tournaments. And then all of a sudden she won the San Diego tournament. Then she went almost a full year, won the San Diego tournament again, won another full year, won the San Diego tournament a 3rd time. In between that time, she started winning tournaments elsewhere as well, but she did win San Diego 3 times.
It sounds like she should move to San Diego.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but where is she from?
England.
Yeah, where in England?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, I'm going to get you with questions you don't know the answer. That's how I am, Mark.
No worries about that,
okay,
mate.
She's from England. Good enough. We know that's across the sea. I don't like that yet. There, I think she could have banked it perpendicular to the end rail. Now she really sold out because Kelly Fisher has nothing to do here.
Yeah, safety error, position error, this rack. That's not going to get it against Kelly Fisher. But it's opening rack jitters, and this is such a crucial day. Top prize for the ladies today, $11,500. Second place, $6,300.
That's good prize money.
Yeah, 3rd and 4th, $4,000, $3,000 respectively.
Playing in an area like this, I love the area, by the way. You know, it's nice to be here.
Kelly's worked hard in the last years to become more of an athlete. She's lost a good bit of weight from exercise. I asked her, I said, what happened to the other half of Kelly Fisher?
Yeah.
And she started laughing.
Well, you know, I haven't been around her, but from all her pictures, I see that you're right. She did trim down pretty good.
Yeah, you know, I worked on the women's tour for 8 years, and after a while you learn to love each one of these girls. They all have different personalities, but they're all so pleasant and fun to be around on a regular basis.
Mark, I've been around 55 years. I try to love all of them.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
They're great fun to be around. Okay, Danny. Well, she's making this look pretty easy.
She got good here.
Yeah, this will be just a little bit of high right. Let the cue ball come down to the center of the end rail. Position while you wait.
No, that's not position while you wait.
Oh.
No, there's a different situation. Before the day is over, we'll have some position while you wait stuff. But that, she played position. Position while you wait is when all the balls are rolling, the cue balls stop, and a ball comes and gets perfect for you. That's position while you wait.
Oh, I see. So
you're young yet, Mike.
You don't have to exert your cue ball energy that way.
Right.
All right, well, 1-0, Kelly Fisher. It'll be Lena Kjorsvik's break. This is live 10-ball action coming to you from the Ultimate 10-Ball Classic Championship. Tunica, Mississippi, Harrah's Resort.
It's still Denmark. It's still Denmark up there.
And we are playing alternate breaks. So therefore, you don't want to get too far behind because you're not going to catch them by running 3-4 racks.
Yeah.
It's got to be a grind one rack at a time.
This particular match is for third and fourth place. Also remaining in the tournament. Next up will be, for the winner of this match, Allison Fisher. And whoever wins that match will then play Guy Young Kim, who put on an absolutely stellar performance last night against Allison Fisher in the winner's bracket final.
She won handily.
And played great.
All right, Mark, what are we going to do here?
Well, she made a couple balls on the break.
Yeah,
And,
is she looking to shoot the one? Well, if she shoots it, she might roll right into the 6. If she pockets it, I think that rolling into the 6 will get her position on the 2. But she is far away on the cushion. This is a tough shot. But I think you got to shoot it. I don't see a good safe. Well, see, she didn't cut it thin enough, or she would have hit the 6 fuller. She brushed the 6, and I think Kelly Fisher's got to just shoot the 1 straight on and stick. That'll be a good save. Well, she didn't. No, I don't like, that's a short save. I'm not crazy about that. She could have hit it a little harder, hit it low. That ball might have went all the way to the end rail. Now she doesn't have a big advantage.
Right. Actually, Lena has the upper hand here because she has good access to the 1. So, if there was to be a criticism for Kelly Fisher's game, it might be some of her tactical side of the game, which would be the defensive side here, the kicking side. It's certainly not going to be her shot making.
Well, she's doing pretty well. It's a race to 7, so that is really a minus in a short race. Having a weakness maybe of not being a great safe player. Safe play might win a short match. Well, can she hit the edge of it? I don't think so. She's going to have to kick, and I think she's got to go a little wider because the 3 is sort of in the way, so you got to go a little wider and draw the ball. That'll shorten the angle. If not, natural angle is easy to clock.
I don't think topspin puts it over there enough. I think it arcs it long. Yeah.
Yep. That's why I wanted her to draw the ball.
Right.
Drawing the ball would have stiffened it and come back short. But it might not be in her repertoire yet.
Right. And that would be indicative of someone with a snooker background because you don't play those kind of shots very often. Normally it is a rolling ball.
No.
Those of us that play bad position for a lot of years, we understand the appropriate angle to kick at a ball from a weird place.
Yeah, if you know the reactions of the cue ball hitting it high or low or center when you kick, that gives you a big edge on your opponent.
Beyond that, most of us older pool players have played a fair amount of billiards, and that comes into play there quite a bit.
It does.
Of course, snooker players have not played a lot of billiards.
Quit calling us old.
I said older.
Okay. Good shot. Good shot. Don't get on the rail. You're limited when you get on the rail. You know, when you're froze on the rail, it's tougher to draw the ball. Mm-hmm. Isn't that brilliant?
Yes, it is.
She's got an angle. You want to get close to this ball if you can, because it makes position easier for the next ball. And she got the good angle.
She wouldn't mind being a little bit short of this
Yeah,
spot.
yeah, a little bit fuller hit will give you better cue ball control. But I think she could roll this in softly because she'll get to the 5.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, from our perspective, we don't even have quite as good a view as you see on the screen. So the camera actually has a little better view. So
Got to roll this in. Softer the better.
It's very difficult to assess the difficulty here from this perspective. Does look like it's difficult here in terms of she has to roll it. No, 2 cushion
Oh, she
position.
went 2 cushion.
I like that. That let
Oh,
her
it's a great shot.
open up her shaft.
I like rolling it. I don't want to hit cushions if I don't have to.
But I think it aided her in her
Oh, it
accuracy.
did. It did. And especially where the 6 is. You know, if the 6 were somewhere else, you may have had to roll it to get closer to that ball. But where the 6 is, all you got to do is pocket this ball. You're going to have a chance to run out.
Just like to bounce out to the center of the table.
Right. So you've been around, what's her name, Lena?
Mm-hmm.
You've been around her a bit, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I
have you tried to work on her stroke? Because it's a
No.
little bit short, punchy stroke.
No, I never did that. Aided her singing voice.
See how short her stroke is? It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a push, the last
Yeah.
stroke. But she's probably been doing that for many years. It'd be tough to change that.
Yeah.
But I like to get them a little longer stroke than this. I like the short stroke because I think that gives you good cue ball control. But there's certain things you can't do with that short stroke.
Right.
You got to get a little bit longer.
Perfect position on the 10. 10 hits the pocket. That scores a game for Lena and ties the match at 1 game apiece. Really do admire the payout here too for the women. There's 64 women involved in the tournament. 32 people got paid. Last place and the money side of this thing was $700. So pretty fair.
It is fair. You know,
Yeah.
half of the field gets paid. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it gives you a chance.
Yeah, you know, that's why they filled up pretty good. You know, because it's pretty easy to make the nut.
Well, to tell you the truth, the women's tour actually fills up every event. They have 64. That's what they limit it to, the WPBA. And, you know, when you can pay back half the field, something, that makes it far more viable for many people to enter.
Yeah.
Get some experience, some exposure.
And right now, the women haven't got many tournaments.
Good break there. Incidentally, the 10 ball shot over to the corner pocket, but should she have pocketed it, it would not have counted. The 10 does not win on the break, but merely counts as the ball in, spots up, and the player that pocketed it continues shooting. But we have a good chance for a quick rack here, Danny.
Yeah, and the 10 is going to help her make this 1 ball.
Right. She'd rather not brush the 10,
No,
though.
no, because she'll have a 2-10 combination or billiard. Well, she's got the combination.
Pure shot making.
For the real novices out there, you know, if you hit the lowest ball on the table and you pocket the 10 calling it, you win the game.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah. Quickly recaptures the lead at 2-1. Kelly Fisher. Nice shot on the 1. It's not really what the doctor ordered there for Lena.
Well, the break gets fickle sometimes.
Yeah. We're using the magic rack. That speeds play up quite a bit. We have, Looks like, yeah, the referee's racking these matches.
Yeah, unlike the rest of the tournament, we had referees all over the place, and they were close enough that if a call needed to be made, they could come to the table. Being the final day and not many players left, we have a referee on every match, which is very good. And as far as racking the balls, you got to have the 1 in front, 10 in the middle, and 2 and 3 on the ends. The rest of the balls, doesn't matter how you rack them. And the thing about the Magic Rack, everybody gets the same break. You know, it isn't like the old days where they would say the guy put the rack on me, he did this, he did. Got no stories like that, because everybody has the same advantage or disadvantage. I've seen a lot of people this tournament break with the cue ball near the end rail.
Oh, kind of an ugly kiss there. She mishit the head ball a little bit, and that's why she didn't quite the ball action she would have liked.
She made nothing, but I don't think Kelly can make the one. And where do you push when the one is this close to the pocket?
She's jumped up to the table as if she thinks maybe she can spin it in rail first or something.
Yeah, well, how do you get to the 2 doing that?
Well,
Which, you know, you got to take your shot.
right.
You know, and whatever happens, happens. I don't know if she can get around and get to the 2. She hit the ball, and I think she's snookered by the 6.
Yeah, there's a little bit of the tactical side that I was describing sometimes. He's a little carefree.
Well, the way it sat, you know, she had to pocket the 1 wherever the cue ball stopped. Now she's going to kick at it. And she made it. And
What a nice kick.
Yeah, and look where the cue ball stopped.
Yeah. These guys have improved so much on this aspect of the game.
Yeah, the kick safe is very, very big in pool.
Elena's considering kicking 2 cushions in behind the 2.
Well, let me throw a little knowledge at you. Know why the ball stopped like it did there? Because when you hit the rail with a high ball and you hit the object ball pretty soon after hitting the rail, it retains what it had on it, so that cue ball is trying to go forward again after it hits the ball. And in this case, with the rail pushing and the high ball, it counteracts and it acts like you stuck the ball. Good hit. Good hit. I think she got her. She doesn't have a shot at the 2. We might see a jump cue now. Yep. Well, maybe she's not going to jump. She's got a kick to hit it, but if you jump it, you could make it. And the 3 is near a pocket, so if you jump this and make the 2, you got a very good chance to run out. So far, she's looking at it and not getting to a jump cue.
Well, she'd have to lob the cue ball quite a ways because the 7 ball is probably 3 feet away from the cue ball. So you have to really get some height. But she is measuring it looks like. Now she's calling in on a 2 cushion kick.
Yeah, she's kicking.
The 3 ball would aid her. First objective, just hit the 2 ball though, 2 cushions.
She hit it all right. I don't think she's going to like the outcome though. The 2 goes in the side. Like I said, the 3 is hanging, so you don't have to play much position. But it's nice, like I said, to get close to the 3 because then you can control position a little better. The 3 is going to be easy to make, but you want to get to the 4. So you'd like to get in a good position on the 3 to get to the 4. And she did that. She got closer, even though it's an easy shot. Now you can control it better to get to the 4. She's looking to see if the 4 passes the 5. I think it does.
Yeah, she took a good look to see just how much room there is.
I think she's got plenty of room.
Might be. She just wanted to ensure that that was available. Definitely like to get a little bit close to the 4-ball here, though, as Danny said.
Oh yeah, a lot. Don't get lazy when a ball's hanging. If you can get close to that ball hanging without risking missing the shot, you get better position like she did here. That would have been tougher to do if she were another few feet away. She's all right here. 6 is hanging. Stick this ball. She had a little angle, so she went into the rail. But I don't see any more problems in this rack. Fall on the 7, the 8 goes in the side. I don't want to make it sound too easy because you people out there might get frustrated. No matter how they're sitting, you still have to fall on the balls properly. She'd like to get the same angle on the 6 that the ball has right now.
Yeah, that'd be great. And it's an easy rolling ball hit to the 7.
Yeah. And she did that. She's all right. And when the ball's this close to the pocket, you really have more angle than straight in because you could play part of the pocket. She could shoot the 6 a little to the left of the pocket, go past the 8, try to get straight in on the 7. Or, if she doesn't like that, she can get the other angle, but then the 9 enters.
Right.
Yeah, I like to go forward where you don't have to hit any balls. She did what I said. That's the advantage of getting the right angle on the 6, because that's where you want to be.
Right. If you get a thin hit there, then you got to roll it along the cushion and start to get the cue ball to release. Much more difficult to play position.
She got perfect here because she's going to get enough angle on the 8 to go one rail to the 9.
Yeah, working hard on these more routine type shots provides you the opportunity to not expose yourself to playing more difficult pocketing positions or positions. This is just all rolling ball hits.
I don't know. She lost that natural angle now. She might have to draw the ball now. And folks, I have to tell you this, that going forward is a lot easier speed than drawing the ball.
And as Danny said earlier, getting close to the opposite ball really helps you. And she's pretty darn close to the 8 here. Nice smooth draw stroke, good angle.
Well, she got it pretty good here. She's going to go one rail to the 10. Good speed. The cue ball knows how to get on the rail, though, doesn't it?
It does.
Well,
Yeah.
all you got to do is roll it, and you get near the rail. But she's okay. But if she had to do something other than just cinch the ball, you don't want to be near that rail. Ooh, she almost overcut it. She twitched a little.
Well, ties the matchup at 2 games apiece. And
Race to 5 now.
as Danny said, Lena does have a very compact swing.
Yeah.
That makes it for consistency when you have routine layouts, but does also not aid you in creating something with a little bit of firepower.
The reason I mentioned, have you been around her, because you are an expert on teaching the stroke, so I figure anyone near you is going to at least try to develop a good stroke.
Well, there's a lot of good strokes out there, and so when you have someone that's a professional player already, to revamp their swing would entail them coming to you and saying, would you help me rebuild my swing? Much like Tiger Woods did with his coach after he won a major tournament. He wanted to rebuild his swing because he knew he had some deficiencies, despite beating the entire field by double digits. And that was his willingness to become better than himself. He was already better than everybody else, but he wanted to be much better as a player. So, and
Right.
I would never impose what I think is proper swing structure on someone, because there's a lot of ways to do it. The majority of the great players in this field do not possess perfectly orthodox strokes because they didn't learn it that way, and it was unavailable largely. So there's other ways to do it. The whole
Well-
game comes down to consistency, Danny.
Well, a good example of that is Alan Hopkins. He has a. You don't even know when he's going to shoot.
That's
Mark knows what I'm talking about, but at the same time, he's been one of the greatest players maybe ever lived with that Mickey Mouse push stroke.
Yeah, that's definitely not the way you teach it. And in fact, I don't even enjoy watching it. I have a huge.
Oh no, he's not fun to watch.
I have a huge video library, but I have to tell you, there's probably only 2 or 3 Alan Hopkins videos in there because I know I'm not going to watch them because it's just such an ugly mess. But yeah, very effective.
You know, I mentioned Alan Hopkins. My stroke isn't the greatest either. You know, it's a little better than Alan's.
Yeah, I'd say. But that being said, he's consistent, and so that works. It just means it's more complex to perfect, but
And he has
perfect it.
knowledge, which overcomes a lot of the bad stroke stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know why he pokes and does that
Well,
with the short stroke, and you don't ever know when he's going to release it?
I do know, but I'm going to allow
You
you
do?
to tell us. Yes.
Well, he had a pool table in his basement, and the wall got in the way, and he couldn't swing all the way back, so he wound up with a little punch stroke. Is that how you heard it?
Yeah.
But he became one of the best. Well, enough about Alan, because you only got a couple of videos of him. Okay, when you push, folks, you got to have a plan. I might give this one back, 'cause I don't see a real great safe.
Yeah, right. It was okay as a push because there's a lot of clutter. There would be a lot of work for anyone to run out, even
Yeah.
if you did have a good shot on the one. So.
I wouldn't shoot this. But I'm not near the finals of a tournament. She is, which means she had to play very well to get here.
Yeah, it's just a race to 5 from here now. She's in the top 4, that being Alina or Kelly.
And fourth place is like $3,000. That'll buy lunch
That's right.
in Paris.
And she can take her 2 friends, Mark and Danny.
I love Paris, by the way. Good wine, good cheeses, good chocolate. She made a good shot here.
Yeah, if she could hit it that good, I approve of her shooting this, even if she doesn't
She
completely
left it.
succeed. Yeah,
She left the hit.
but boy, it took all the way to the last turn of the ball before it got back in the position where Kelly could shoot.
I don't know if she can make the one. She can hit it for sure. So what do you do here, Mark? You know, the pocket enters.
The problem is that she probably has a hard time getting position and could easily tie herself up on all that clutter because it's a 2-rail position through the center of the table.
She called it, so she's shooting at it. It's going to be tough position. You might have to take the worst of it with the 2. By cinching this, you might go at the 8. Well, she went at her wallet.
Well, she knew that she was going to have to muscle through that clutter. It's kind of turned out pretty favorable.
I don't know. I think she's got the one herself. I think she can pocket it, but she's got the same kind of difficulty getting to the 2 as Kelly had.
Oh, that's right.
Similar shots, but she does have a shot at it. And again, see, now it changed a little bit because that 6 entered the ball game. Well, now she's looking like maybe she doesn't even have the shot on the 1. I thought she did.
Well, she's got her head bent over as if to say, perhaps, she can see the edge.
Well, if that's all she could see, she still can go 2 rails and avoid the 8 by hitting this ball thin. But then what? And like Mark pointed out, there is no easy position, there is no easy layout. You know, and it is a tie ball game, so you would like to take the lead here in a short race like this. 1 game lead with alternate breaks is pretty good. So you think she could hit it but not make it?
Yeah, apparently. I don't think she'd kick a couple of rails at it.
She called a pocket to the right.
The side pocket. I don't know how she could get around the 8 and get it to hit. I mean, she'd have to use some draw then if she goes on that side of the side pocket.
Yeah, I don't understand it yet, but
No, she
hit
is
the
drawing.
ball.
No,
She's
she is
2 rail
drawing.
kicking.
Okay, yeah, this is okay.
If she hits it, it's
Right.
okay.
There's a chance to get safe with this shot. Nice shot. Oh,
Yeah.
well executed, well designed. Just barely missed it.
Well, you see, the way the 1 was sitting, it was going to be tough to get to the 2, but with ball in hand, it becomes easy. Okay, do you shoot it in the side with the right angle to go to the 2, or do you put it straight in and draw the cue ball?
Yeah, side.
That's
yeah.
it. I like that. Like I said earlier, going forward, I call it the natural flow of the cue ball. Much easier speed to control, and then when you draw the ball, there's always a chance you could miscue. So she did it the simple way. She put the angle on the side pocket and fell on the 2 pretty good. She got a little straight, but where does the 3 go, Mark?
Well, it can go in either far
Okay.
corner.
The 9 doesn't enter, shooting it in the left-hand corner to her.
No, she can make it over there. She could also draw back to the center of the table, but that's a lot of travel on the cue ball.
Yeah,
She'd
I don't
wanna do
think
that.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 cushions around.
Oh, she hit it a little. Does it go in both pockets?
Well,
Maybe that's it.
No, it does, but she's got the wrong angle now to get to the 4 is a bad thing.
Well, I think she could pop it in and hit the 7. That'll get her to the 4. And if it's straight in, she could just stick and take the cut on the 4.
Well, the 10's a little bit of a problem.
Oh, I don't think the 10 is in the way. Well, she missed that ball. So much for problems. This is a knowledge stroke here. I mean, you could stroke this and miss the 6 with speed and go 1 rail to the 4.
Yeah, if the 4 goes by the 10, that would be okay.
It does. It passes.
The 6 is right out on the spot, so if she could just get a reasonable shot on the 4 and it does pass, then she wouldn't have to move the cue ball much.
And the way to do that is with a little speed, because the harder you shoot, the wider it glances. And why do you think that is, Mark? Have you thought about it over the years? Why does
Yeah,
it glance more shooting hard?
Well, it rides the tangent line longer before the spin has a
No,
chance
that's
to grab.
not the answer. It's physics, and when you hit this ball with speed, it gets heavier immediately. It's physics. You hit this ball with speed, as soon as you hit it, it gets heavier. It took me 50 years to realize that. So she didn't even want to mess with that. See, had she stroked it hard, she would have missed 6, and she could have gone 1 rail, but she didn't want to do all that, so she's going to be happy to just play a safe. Okay, what kind of safe do you play? You cut it, and you used the 7, 9, and 6 to snooker her?
Well, you definitely, try to minimize or make an economy of motion on both balls. So if you hit the 4 very thin, that allows you quite a bit of control. And like Danny said, you can just roll across the table. And in no way am I suggesting that's easy to do. I'm just saying that seems to be the most conservative approach from here. She looks like she's wanting to do something much different than that, which certainly wouldn't dispute that either. Distance is always your friend.
Oh, I don't like going that way, unless she gets her with the 8, and she did. Good shot. I would have just liked cutting it and using the 7-9 to snooker her with, but I'm not going to knock that shot.
Not at all. Yeah, Kelly's tapping the table, acknowledging that that's a very effective safety.
Of course, the loser packs their bags. I could say that in the women's tournament because this is the final day and they can pack their bag when they get eliminated. But a lot of the men are going to play in the Southern Classic, which starts tomorrow, so they're not packing their bags even if they lose.
That's right. Kelly has called the 4-ball in the corner. And that's more of a just in case. She doesn't expect to get it. She's just hoping to hit it.
Well, she hit it.
Illegal contact.
She's going to sell it out. But look where the 6... Oh, she might have a billiard. If she rolls this in, I think she has a billiard 6-10. What do you think, Mark?
Oh, definitely, yeah. She's looking at that now.
Oh, yeah. Fall on that rail, and it looks like you just cut the 6. You're going to billiard that 10 in the pocket.
On Kelly's previous kick, she called the 4-ball in the corner pocket. The cue ball then collided heavily into the 10, sent the 10 away. But the 10 would not have counted had it found the pocket.
Right.
Because she didn't call that. You can only call one ball per shot.
She's playing position for the 6. She may not know the billiard shot. You know, she's trying to fall on the 6 for the corner where she's standing. Oh, I like the billiard. I don't think you can miss the billiard. She didn't want to. Well, it's okay. She got a good run out. You know, instead of winning with one swing, she's going to have to run 5 more balls. Nothing wrong with that. If you don't know the billiard shot, you know, she might not have confidence in that kind of shot.
Yeah, right. You and I are a little lazier. We just like to make 2 strokes and win. She's looking at making 6.
Oh, she got perfect here. She's going to go to the 8 easily here.
Requested that the cue ball get cleaned. Sometimes it does pick up some chalk residue, and then that provides a skid or a kick unexpectedly.
Yeah, it seems like this measle ball does pick up dirt more than the other balls. I'm not knocking the ball. It's a good ball to play with if you play with it, because it is a little different. And of course, somewhere along the line, they named it the measle ball because of all the red dots. He's going to go to the 8 perfectly here. Very good. Now she's going to have to hit rails. But the 9's right out in the middle, so no matter where she goes, she's going to have a shot at the 9. You'd love to get straight in on the 9 close, because all you'd have to do is stop, and there's the 10. I think she's going to do this pretty well.
Good shot there. Got the cue ball back out to the center.
She's got a little bit of an angle, so she might have to hit the side rail. I don't know if she can just kill it and have a good shot. I think she's going to have to go to the rail.
Well, the reason to do that is that trying to hold it, which she possibly could do, but it involves making such a delicate, accurate stroke, where
Right.
here she can let her shaft out a little bit, pop it to the side, let it bounce out. The shot plays easier that way.
That's what she did.
Yeah. Well, she's going to gain the lead here with this 10 ball. Takes her time, locks in on it. Nothing, a foregone conclusion here. You certainly don't want to let a game slip away because you're a little bit lazy. 10 ball in the middle of the pocket. Lena Kjorsvik leads the match 3-2. You know, I'd like to send a big shout out to a couple great one-pocket players down in Miami listening in. Tim Myers, and his good counterpart, Sean, a.k.a. Shonky. Hope you guys are listening in, having a good time.
And they live in Miami?
Yep.
Well, I guess after I left, there's a lot of players there that I wasn't around. I've been gone from there about 4 years now. You know, I had great, almost 40 years in the Florida area. Florida's a good pool state.
There's some serious wealth in Miami. Always has been. Nice resort area. Beautiful. Beautiful weather. Did you ever go to the Miami Boat Show?
Yeah.
That's an unbelievable sized event.
It is, really.
Unbelievable. I did not know there was different grades of stainless steel until I went to the Miami Boat Show. I thought
Oh, I
stainless
love
steel was stainless
boats.
steel.
You know what I mean? I would go there and drool. Some of the boats cost a fortune, which I couldn't afford, but I love looking at them.
When I went there, I was much in Danny's circumstance, but they did have a sale on the life raft for $999 show special. So I did find one that I could get into.
I have a bad situation that happened there at the boat show. You know, it's so crowded. Oh, look at this shot. She's over the top. Well, she might have to hit rail first to get to the 3 now. Then you got to worry about getting behind the 8. Yeah, I don't think just hitting the 2 straight on will get you to the 3. She's pointing where she has to get, and that's like threading the needle between the 8 and 10. But to get where she just pointed, I think she's got to hit rail first. That's what she did. She may have gone, oh, she's fine. I think she's fine.
I don't know. The 8 ball looks pretty large there.
Yeah, she don't look real happy. She's shaking her head a little bit.
She can possibly hit part of the 83 ball. I don't think she can hit all of it, though.
Well, I guess she's not into the jump cue, because this is not a bad jump. Well, now she's shooting, it looks like. It's just that she got tough to get to the 4. She couldn't make it. She doesn't jump the ball, obviously, because that was a pretty good jump. She did all right.
Distance, for sure. Got a
Distance.
partial blocker in there.
She can't make the 3, I don't believe. The 8's in the way. She can hit the 3.
She may end up playing the 3 over past the brown 7 and the 5 ball into the corner. Not so much out of desire to want to play that shot, just that there's not much else here that's a better shot.
Yeah. I don't see a real good safe. I mean, if you know,
Right.
if you got a delicate hit on the 3, but it's a sellout.
Yeah, she's called the 3 now.
Yeah, she's going to cut it backwards. Got to worry about the cue ball going 2 rails right in the side pocket with this hit.
That's right. Yeah, but also kind of if it gets past the side pocket, it could possibly lead to a safety or position on the 4 should she make the 3. Boy, pretty nice hit.
Oh, and went
Got a
off
little
the
help.
7, which counts.
Well, and plus she knew that was there. That she knew that increased the margin of
Yeah.
error on that shot because it was a super difficult shot.
Well, you shoot the 4 in the side. Delicate shot again. Extreme angle, which makes the pocket smaller than it is. But the thing about it is she doesn't have to do anything position-wise. If she makes this inside, she'll have a pretty good shot on the 5. 6 goes in the side. I don't want to give her this because this is tough. She might even be just thinking of safety.
No, she called it in the side, and I think this does
Tough
play
shot.
well because if you miss, a lot of times that 5 block kind of blocks straight access to the pocket.
Unless you hit the point and it comes back.
That's correct.
Yeah, tough shot here, but you get rewarded if you make it.
she didn't just roll it either.
Tough shot.
So she might have been
Yeah.
thinking about the safety aspect of it there, Danny. You might have been right about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was a peculiar speed if you were going all up to
Right.
make the ball.
She has, she played snooker. This is a snooker safe, You bank this ball perpendicular. It comes up a lot on the 6x12 snooker. No, she's not doing that. That's not the snooker way, but she got her all right. Although there's no big problem hitting it. I imagine Lena will hit it.
But we're looking at maybe a two-cushion kick, and that makes playing a separation or a safety difficult.
Well, I certainly wouldn't kick the long way. She looked at it, but the short way is like what we say, the nuts to hit it.
Calling it in
Yep.
the corner.
Only because you have to call it. I mean, this is like 500 to 1 to make it. But in case, if you just hit it and it went, your opponent can shoot or let you shoot again. So you got to call something. Yeah, I knew that was very tough.
Oh, 10 ball.
She has the billiard, but this is not.
No, it's not
Obvious.
an easy shot, right? Not an easy shot at all, but she doesn't have much of a shot.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't think I'd bet the game on the 10 ball, and that's what you would do. She's looking at it. She'd like to win with one swing and tie the match. But this is not definitely a hanger, and you're going to sell out this 4.
Well, she looked at the referee and kind of nodded her head as if to say she's playing the 10 on the side. We couldn't hear her from here. Well, she's playing the 10. I would like to see her use a little bit of left English on the cue ball rather than the right English she was cueing up with.
She's
so
not.
she might not
sure
be playing
yet.
the 10. Yeah, she might not
She's
be
got a
playing.
good safe.
No, she is. She's called the 10 on the side.
Yeah, well, it's betting the game because she's going to sell out the 4. She didn't make it, did she? It hung, and she didn't sell out the 4, but I think we're going to see her bank this ball at the 10. I think you'll call the 10 here. She's looking to see it, and it goes by the 6, I believe. She put her finger on where the ball has to hit initially.
Well, this will be a big get for Lena Kjorsvik.
She's got it.
No, what I mean is she succeeds and completes this shot because that put her
Yeah,
2 games
big
ahead
win.
against
Big
a
win.
super tough
Big
opponent
win. That makes her a big favorite if she
Right.
happens to get ahead 4-2.
rather than have it tied up at 3-3. Large difference.
I think she's going to make this mark. Nope, she went wide. But look what she did with the cue ball. Very
That's-
good shot.
Yeah. Well, she can kick 2 cushions at the 4 and send the 4 towards the 10, or she could kick 3 cushions. But for sure she wants to hit the 4.
Oh, yeah, it'd be curtains if she gave her ball in hand at this stage.
Are you comfortable with 2 cushions at this, Dan?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, I would 3 cushion it and call the pink ball in the side pocket, 2 cushions, great, but unless you're playing the 10 on a billiard.
I think that would be the idea, yeah.
Well,
Also
did she
it.
call the 10?
I suspect she looked at the referee. I just couldn't hear what she said. Well, I guess she's reconsidering that.
Anything we call is a tough shot. But I like kicking this 3 rails in the side, except for the 10 will make you think about it.
Well, she's measuring up the 2 cushion angle.
Yeah, she called the 10. that's the angle she's going. Oh, she missed it by a hair. All she had to do was hit that ball.
Look at, she's tracking for the 4 now. She could have gone 5 rails, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. She missed it by a hair mark.
Well,
Well, she's going to shoot the 10 right now.
yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, I don't think Lena minds having the ball in hand on this shot. So she's going to be rewarded for her great safety there. And Lena capitalizes on that good safety play, converts it into a game, leads the match 4-2.
That was a nice way to get ahead 4-2. Well, we're going to have a break here. Kelly's taking her break because it was her break. She couldn't do it if it was Lena's break. She has a 5-minute break. I guess you're allowed 1, right?
Right. Good rules here.
Unless you
players
have a
get one.
doctor's excuse. You might have others.
Yeah, they're not super strict on. Sometimes, you have some type of a malady or something going on that causes you to need to use the restroom more than once. But the rule is each player gets 1 5-minute break. If you choose to take your break, your opponent must stay in the arena or lose their opportunity to have a break. They have to run up a break.
If they say, well, she's taking a break, I'll take one, you lose your 5-minute break. And the penalty is the electric chair.
Not quite.
No.
Out here in the adjacent arena, I see Alex Pagulayan playing. Can't see from here. I think it's Carlos Beata.
Yeah, Carl. No, he fooled me yesterday. He started slow, and I didn't think he was much of a player. But he got in gear, and he played real well, and he won, and he's still in the tournament, therefore. He's got a tiger right now in Alex Pagulayan.
On the far end of the arena, I see Efren Reyes performing some one pocket. Cannot tell who he's playing against.
Your hero.
Oh, look, he's playing Dennis, isn't he? Maybe they're just practicing.
What are they practicing for? They're both out of the tournament. Are they practicing for the next tournament?
The future.
Yeah, the next tournament starts tomorrow, by the way. Southern Classic. Second year of that.
Yeah, it's a great event right behind this one. A beautiful arena.
Nice place to play. The people are all nice to you here.
On the other TV table, we have Appleton versus Fine. Right now, Appleton is trailing 7-1.
What? I haven't even been watching. 7-1?
No, I take
I don't
that
think
back.
so. It's 3-2.
No, excuse me. It's 6-2.
Oh, it is.
Appleton's in the lead. Yeah.
Well, it's close. You had the other guy winning.
Yeah, I just switched it around.
You switched it around. But you did it in time.
I'll tell you, Niels, he's a great player.
Okay, a good guy, too. And what I like about it is he works out. He's in good physical condition. All the Europeans do it. They treat it like a sport.
Yeah.
They work out. They're all in great condition. But, you know, someone asked me years ago, do I think pool's a sport? Sure is, man. If you're not in good condition, your legs can get a little wobbly, and so will your brain and your stroke. So that's what got Miserak, by the way. Miserak on a final day could never play 3 or 4 matches. He weighed 400, out of condition, so he was dead on the final day. So it is a sport. You got to be in condition. If your legs are weak, you don't feel real firm at the table.
Right. No, you need to train like an athlete for this because the level of concentration this requires bleeds off energy at an alarming rate. It's one thing to just play a couple social games at league and drink a few beers, but that's not going to get it here.
Besides all that, if you're on the road hustling pool, your legs have to be in shape to run away sometime. And climb. You have to climb sometime.
Not so much anymore, I don't think, but
No.
I do know what you mean. You had your fists in shape, too, so.
Yeah. Well, I jumped out of a lot of men's room windows.
Well, here we go, set to play. Kelly Fisher breaking. She wastes no time. She's yet to find her
9
really
ball?
good
Is
pace.
that going to reach? No.
Oh,
It
it's
reached, but it hung. Look at this, the 1-9.
Yep. Well, Lena needs to make some progress with this start.
Look at this shot, too. You really got to anticipate making the 1 and the 9 and play position for the 2, which is easy. The 2 is right there. If she makes them both, she's going to have position. And with the ball hanging that deep, she might make them both.
Nice
No, she
speed.
hit it soft.
Yeah, nice speed. That left the 1 right over
Yep.
the pocket. This is a wide open layout, and I'm not suggesting it's easy. I'm just saying if you want to beat Kelly Fisher, you have to capitalize from here.
Oh, yeah. You got to get out. This is an inning that sits good. You got to get out. Which side do you play for? Do you just cut it softly and play the 2 in the left-hand side to her? I think that's the best speed.
I
Cut
would
it
defer
thin.
to your judgment.
Cut it thin and just bounce and play the 2 in that side in the corner. Oh, she went the other way. I don't know if she got good. She got real good because she's got the angle to go to the 3. And you don't need much to do with the 3 because the ball is hanging in the pocket, the 4
Right.
ball.
Right.
So she used good judgment. But either way, she would have been all right anyway. She just felt more comfortable shooting it a little harder. She's going to get position on the 3 and the 4. This rack is pretty good there, Mark.
Yeah, you couldn't get a much better layout if you set them out there with your hand.
I always tell Jay, you could have got out from here. And I don't want to be that way with you because you're a better player than Jay. Jay Helford I'm talking about. I've done a lot of matches with him. I've known him 45 years. He loves pool. He loves the players. Good friend of the players.
And don't be deceived, Jay's a good player, too.
No, he isn't. He's not a good player. I used to play him 11-6. Anybody I play 11-6 in one pocket is not a good player.
Well, maybe you were a great player, Danny.
Oh, yeah, but even though.
Lena chose to go this route.
Oh, she's fine. She's
No,
gonna,
I understand that.
Oh, yeah, I'm not arguing with you. It's just
Yeah.
she's got a perfect angle to go one rail to the 5 in that left-hand corner.
She's going to stroke it up there, isn't she?
Oh, is she? I think you just cut it and go one rail. That's what she
Okay.
did.
Yeah, that's the better route.
And once again, hitting it high, this is much easier speed to control. Like I said, I call it the natural flow of the cue ball. When you have to draw the ball, the speed gets a little tougher. All right, she's trying to see where the cue ball is going to go on that tangent. Is she going to hit the 8 on the nose? That's what she was looking at. You don't want to draw this because the speed gets really funny.
Well, she doesn't want to bump any balls, that's for sure.
Oh, it ain't going to hurt it. You're going to knock the 8 maybe in a better position, but I got to roll this and hit the 8. No, she didn't. Now, this is why it could be a little tricky. I don't know if this is how she wanted to get. She's got the 6 in the pocket you wouldn't think she played for, but maybe she did.
Well, the cue ball, she had a little angle on the 5, so the cue ball was going to come this way. Based on the speed she chose and the direction the cue ball headed, this is what she was trying for.
She's still got work. If she got fuller, she could have went forward, but I don't think she can go forward now because the 8 and 10 show up here.
Right.
You might have to take a little more cut on the 7 to get, the cue ball might go near that side pocket, which will give her a little bit of a problem. She's okay. I'd rather be shooting than have my opponent shoot here.
Yeah, I think she's going to roll it in and let the cue ball go up on top of the 8, past the 8.
Oh, yeah, she's going towards the other side, I believe, and she's going to take the cut on the 7. Oh, no, she tried to play in between. Wow, and she did it. Wow, I would have never done that. That was delicate. Oh, she got good on it, though. Can't knock success. She went the tough way, and she executed it.
Yeah, no problem here.
None at all.
Jumped up there.
Hit it full and draw it a hair and get straight in on the 8. This is even better than straight in, but she's got to hit a rail now. I think she goes one rail and shoots the 8 and the 10 in the same pocket. She could roll it in and shoot the 10 in the other pocket, but she likes to stroke it a little bit. I think she hits the rail and plays the 10 in the same pocket.
I think she's just going to roll it and play it in the other pocket. Yeah.
Oh, she did. That was preference. Whatever she did it right.
Yeah, she got good here. So. Well, she did what she needed to do. She needed to get through this rack because it was such a good opening.
Yeah, you got to get out of rack like this.
Nice out there. Alina Kjorsvik expands her lead 5-2, and will be breaking. Well, for Kelly Fisher to come back and win this match, she would have to beat Lena from here 5-1 or 5-0.
Tough to do.
That's the two choices.
Alternate breaks, tough to do. It's happened, of course. You told me about Hopkins beating Efren Reyes 10-1, and Efren came back and won the match, going to 11. You know,
alternate break too.
That stuff can happen.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
But it's not natural.
Yeah, it's not easy. I didn't ask, but I sincerely doubt that Alan has ever lost a match race to 11, leading 10-1.
Well, I told you I had Alan 9-2 in Reno, and he started making the 1 on the side, beat me 9 in a row.
Well, that was winter break, so was it not?
Yeah, it was winter break.
That's what I'm saying.
I went to my room on the 12th floor. I was really upset. I opened the window, and the window would only open like 6 inches. I said, no wonder people can't jump out.
Well, good job there. She had to manage that layout. It was an ideal layout. She couldn't afford an unforced error, and she didn't.
Well, she made something. I heard it trickle. The 2 passes to 6. Oh, she didn't make any, did she? Oh, yeah, she made 1. Mark, do you think anyone ever committed suicide over a pool game?
Oh, yeah. You know about the guy that had the fly land on his cue ball?
Yeah, right. The final game of a World Championship 3-cushion match, the fly kept coming on the ball, and the guy would swoosh it away, get down, the fly came back, kept doing it, and then finally he's trying to outguess the fly, and he miscued, and his opponent ran 4 and out for the title, and the guy killed himself. I wish I knew the names. Oh, that's a good hit right there. I think she got her. She's looking to see if she left an edge.
Putting a lot of pressure on her anyway.
Oh, yeah, I don't think she left the edge.
No.
Kelly's looking at it, but where do you go hitting the edge? If you could hit it full, I believe that 1 would go off the 10 into the corner pocket. She can hit it. Could she hit it full enough? No, I think she's just going to cut it past the 10 and take her chances on banking it towards the 2 ball. Oh, she made a great shot.
Oh, boy, was
That's
that a
the
shot.
perpendicular
Wow.
snooker shot I was talking about.
Awesome shot there.
Well, Lena has a two-rail kick. That's all she has. Two-rail kick.
That's quite a turnaround from where Lena had her, though.
Oh, yes.
She had to thread the cue ball through some clutter, and she had to thread the one ball through some clutter. Did so perfectly. Got the cue ball behind the pink 4.
She needs to do spectacular things because she's losing 5-2. Race to 7, big underdog.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's a good start.
Helen would like to hit this ball. Ball in hand, it would be almost a giveaway for Kelly. Let's see if she can hit it. Like we always say, anything's better than ball in hand. She's doing the two-rail kick, and like I pointed out earlier, she's got a 7-inch target. I think she got it. No, she didn't. She missed it by a hair, but that's all it takes for your opponent to get ball in hand. Okay, do you play the combination or do you shoot the 1 in the side and get to the 2 in the other side? I think you're supposed to shoot the combination because that makes the 3 clear.
Yeah.
She's not, though. She's going to shoot the 1, get position on the 2, worry about the 3 later. I think the 3 passes the 6 anyway. Kelly had that stride like, let me get it.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get it.
Yeah,
She's going to, she wants to run out here, of course.
We've yet to see her good pace in this match. The opportunities have not presented themselves.
They haven't.
I've seen her win matches like this, a race to 7 or something, in like 30 minutes, and multiple times.
Well, you know who was the fastest player ever?
Machine Gun Lou.
Lou Butera.
Well,
Machine Gun Lou.
How about Luke Salvis?
Well, he plays fast, but he's not in my story.
No. He's not the same player that Lou Butera was either.
No, Lou's a better player, and he has a son. They nicknamed Lou Machine Gun Lou, and his son's nickname was Son of a Gun. But anyway, I started to say something about Lou. He, in 9-ball one time, he shot the 9, and the 7 hung. Of course, that didn't happen, but
It sounds good.
it's a fill-in story. Kelly's going to make short work of this rack.
Yep. That is her modus operandi. She plays fast and she shoots accurate.
Just tough to win a tournament, and she's been going good winning tournaments, but it's so tough to win a tournament, Mark. You can play super and not win.
Well, she has multiple world titles to her credit, so you know she can play good.
Has she won a world snooker title? I don't know that part. I know.
I think she has.
Allison Fisher and Karen Carr they've won world snooker titles.
That's right.
Karen Carr and Allison,
Well,
and then they won world 9. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, Kelly grabs a game back, trails in the match 5-3. And Kelly won the World Snooker Championship after Karen and Allison left.
Or she might not have won.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
she may have won too.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Final day of the Ultimate 10-ball. 83 of the best players in the world. Very entertaining. We saw some great play. And we're not done yet. We're probably going to see some more great play.
Danny meant 83 on the men's side, 64 on the women's side.
Yeah.
so wonderful to have the women back with the men here.
Yeah, I think so, and I always say it. You know, years ago we always did that,
That's right.
and the only thing is, it got me divorced twice.
Well, maybe that was meant to be, and maybe that
Oh,
was a
everything
plus.
happens for a reason.
Yeah.
That's what Alex told me a little while ago. Alex Pagulayan. 2-ball went in. Where are you, one? Oh, the 4-ball went in.
Yeah, she
Made a few balls,
Yeah, I
but
think she
she
made
doesn't
3.
have a shot.
she made 2.
Here you have a pretty good save. You cut the 1 at the 8 and come all the way long. Distance will get it. Got to hit this real thin and get distance. She did that. Did she go behind anything? Starting to look like she did.
Yeah, that's a good shot there. That's winning pool.
And the 7 blocks the easy kick on that side. Can she hit in front of the side on the right side of her and hit the 1? The 9 might be in the way that way.
And now she's kind of looking at what if she jumped it. Yeah, she is going to get a jump
She's
cue.
going to get her jump cue.
No?
No, I'm glad because I'd much rather kick if you're not shooting at the ball. But here she comes. She's got the jump cue.
I think she feels very certain about hitting it this way.
Okay, Mark, you're into the physics of the game. Why is the short cue easier to jump with?
I thought it was just because it was super light.
Well, in that case, you could have a long light cue. No, there's something else to it.
Okay?
I think. What do I know? I don't know anything about that stuff.
Well, anyway, pass it off as fact. What is it? Or you don't know?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know why.
I thought I was going to be educated.
No, you already have your own. You said it's lighter, but I don't know what that means or why.
Well, you remember when we used to be able to jump with a shaft, and that's just like, 2.5 ounces or something. And boy, you could get over balls just an inch apart.
Yeah, I don't know much about. I'm not into the jump cue. I don't like to jump anyway. But I really want to change one rule there. If a person accidentally snookers you, you could jump. But if you play a legitimate safe and snooker the person, they shouldn't be allowed to jump.
Yeah, in the Philippines, you cannot jump a ball that you cannot see, meaning that if you're right next to it and you want to jump over an obstruction so you can make a hit, then you're allowed to jump in rotation. But if they have you blocked on a safety, you cannot jump. You have to kick.
That's in the Philippines?
Correct.
I found out something else about the Philippines, too. You may not know. There's 2 countries that divorce is illegal. It's the Vatican and the Philippines. Does that mean husband and wife don't fight in the Philippines?
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
does that mean?
Guess they go the other direction, and it's till death do us part. Well, she called something.
She played the billiard. She made it on a double billiard.
Oh, look at this.
It
Look
almost,
at this.
I don't think the 10 is good.
Oh, I think the 10's...
You think it is?
I think it's a go, yeah. I do.
Okay.
Maybe not.
I think she has to cut the 10 a little bit. She's looking at it. She's calling it, so it probably is straight in. She needs stuff like this.
Oh, that'd be a big turn of events here. She looks to see if the cue ball will scratch off the 6.
No, you don't shoot it high. And if she does have a shot, she's hitting the 1 full, and it's not even going at the 6.
This would really be making something from nothing or very little.
Well, she hit the 6,
Yeah.
made the ball.
Absolutely drilled it, and that's just what Kelly Fisher needed to get back in this match. A quick win there from nowhere. She trails now 5-4 and will be breaking.
Oh, it's a match now.
Very interesting. sets up the magic rack. We'll give you a scoring update from the other table. Ooh. Appleton 8. Neil's Fine 3.
Yep. Yeah, Appleton's desperately trying to get to play the winner. Are we going to play a longer race from
In the
loser?
final. In the
Oh,
final.
yeah. So there ain't going to be. You got to win twice.
All right.
Okay, they just lengthen. Well, I like that because being on the loser side was enough of punishment. You got to win more games, so
Yeah.
I don't think you should have to beat the winner side twice.
So it's not very good for the people that
Yeah.
want to enjoy it, because then, is this the final? Well, it might be, or it might not be.
Well, I was talking about the men's tournament, of course, but I just found out that in the women's finals, they go to 9. There is no have to beat them twice. They go to 9. And in the men's, they go to 12. Yeah, you go on the loser side. That's enough punishment, have to win all those matches.
Well, it's a pretty nice layout here, and I was incorrect when I said that Kelly would be breaking. Selena's break. She broke dry, a couple balls hanging, combination here.
Well, I will tell you something. Now that the break came and went, if Kelly could run this out and tie it, it will be her break to possibly go ahead.
And the biggest thing is she's really starting to pick up some momentum, too.
Well, the balls are helping her. She got a combination on the 10, and the other rack she ran out. Pretty easy rack. So the balls are cooperating. No matter how good you're playing, if the balls don't sit right, you're not going to run out easily. Oh, she didn't want to hit that 10. Oh, that's going to stunt her assault. Better hit this ball, although the balls are not sitting real good.
Well, I guess she has to kick at the 2.
Oh, she does. And this is another time that the natural angle isn't there to kick. So you have to hit it low to shorten it. Missed the 8 by a hair. Oh, she isn't. Maybe she doesn't know that stuff. She's hitting it high. I don't know if she can go long enough hitting it high.
She did call the 2.
Oh, she went the other way. Okay. She had room on the right side of the 8. Well, she left a little combination. The 2-4. But there's work to do here. You got to control the cue ball.
The 5 is hanging.
That's the 5 hanging. Okay. Again, from here, the pink and the orange look the same.
I have to say, I prefer the traditional colors of the balls. I guess I grew up that way. I don't know. I've never gotten used to these different colors. Jay
says the same thing. He likes the old colors. But somebody came up with the idea that this film's better. I don't believe it. Camera and your eyes are similar and with the lenses. So why, if we can't tell the difference easily, why is it easier for the cameras?
Good shot there. Yeah, I agree. I've never noticed that. And they also feel that blue is better than green cloth for filming it. And I don't mind either one. Both are soothing to the eye. But somebody much smarter than me figured all this out.
Yeah, smarter than you. You're a pretty smart person. People like to say I'm pretty smart, but there's plenty of people smarter than me. Everybody who didn't marry my wife is smarter than me.
Nice shot there. This is a big game for Lena here. Put herself on the hill.
Is.
Actually, that's a big game always.
And it's tricky, but the whole thing about the trickiness is if she can fall on the 7, that'll get her to the 8 properly, and then she'll have to do like a 3-rail shot to the 9. But first of all, I'm going ahead of myself. She still has to make a few balls to get on the 7. I wouldn't hit anything here.
My point is,
Perfect. Look at this shot.
My point is,
beautiful.
it's not even about the score so much as it stifle Kelly's momentum, because she's a very rhythmic momentum type player,
Yeah.
and she can get on one of those runs and just never give you a chance. This would also, beyond just stifle momentum.
Well, her comeback got a little stifled there because it looks to me like
Well,
Lena's going to get out here. She got pretty good on this ball.
but also the fact that it puts maximum pressure on your opponent too when you're on the hill.
Good shot. Well, she got a little bit of an angle on the 7. I don't know if she can kill it. I think she might have to go to the rail because the 8 to the 9 could be a little bit of a problem if you don't get the right angle on the 8. I would have liked to seen her get straight in on the 7. I'm only talking about pool. I'm not pulling for her. But I think to get good on the 8 now, she's going to have to hit the side rail and bounce. She's trying to kill this. It looks like she's trying to kill it and take the cut on the 8. That's what she did. Now I believe you got to go 3 rails to the 9. I don't think the 10 enters. Might have to miss the side pocket on the 3 rail shot.
No, this is a very, very tough position play.
Very. The shot isn't a gimme either, but
Not when you try to maneuver the cue ball like that, for sure. It's not a gimme anyway, but it plays much easier if you don't have to power up on it.
I believe she's going to go 3 rails. She missed the ball. Like I said, it was not a gimme, but look where the 8 is going to go. But still, if you're Kelly Fisher, you got to be happy she missed.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she missed that ball by quite a little bit, Danny.
Yeah, she didn't hit it good.
And
If she hit it good, the cue ball would have went further, and she would have had a better shot on the 9, but she missed it badly.
She approached it somewhat tentative, almost as if she knew that this was a big threat here, and then she struck it with that type of a mindset that she wasn't really fully committed to that shot. It'd be different if she rattled the object ball, but she missed it by a good bit.
Well, I'll tell you, you don't have a great safe here. You don't have a great safe. I like banking this ball to the corner past the 10,
She just called it there.
and no matter where the 8 stops, once again, it's going to be tough to get to the 9. If she makes it, you got to put a little reverse on this so the cue ball doesn't run. Little right-hand English and hit it good. Oh, she hit it pretty good. It's going to hang, though. Well, not quite.
Oh,
She
Yeah.
snuck her. Does she have a rail? It doesn't matter because even making the 8, you're not going to fall good on the 9 right now.
yeah, I don't know if she can go rail. Well, she's looking like
She's
she
got
wants
rail
to.
first, but
Okay.
I mean, you got to shoot the 9 to that far corner past that dangerous point
Right.
of the side. That point on the side, you can't even see it, but the ball will find it. I think she can twirl it a little, and she can get to the 9 in that corner where she's standing, but it isn't going to be easy.
But she can just make the 8, then she can play safe on the 9 if she doesn't like where
Oh, no,
she gets.
she's going to fall on the 9 if she makes the 8. But she didn't make it. But look at this. She's going to snooker her. Now she let her see it. But even at that, how do you get to the 9? If you make the 8, I don't see her making the 8. It's a tough shot.
Well, this is the girl with the super firepower here, so this is the time that she's going to try to display it.
I think she called the 8 in the right-hand corner. I don't know if she could do that. Looks like the 10 is in the way, but she's doing something because she has to do something. Oh, she played it. Look at that. She hung it up. Oh, my God. She got on the 9 very good. What do you do now, Mark? Do you try to fall on the 9, the same pocket as the 8? Or do you take the shot on the 9 to the far corner?
I think I like the rail first, and like you said, play the 9 in the same pocket.
Yeah, but I think rail first. Now the 10 enters. You know, it isn't like the other shot where she had a clear 3-railer to the 9.
Yeah.
Here, the 10 enters rail first. In other words, when I say it enters,
right.
she can hit that 10.
Well, then I would still play it around. I would then go 2 cushions around in the same direction.
I don't know. I think you got to shoot the 9 in the far corner. I think if you do it 100 times, shooting it in the far corner will get you out more than going rail first.
Oh, she's going very thin, Danny. So.
Oh, she might be going 1 rail right to the 9.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, she's got a shot, although it's not a gimme, but
the 10 didn't enter, and she's got a decent shot here. I approve of that.
Yeah, I approve too, but you got to make the 9 now. This is a big game because she's getting on the hill. Kelly will have to beat her 3 in a row if she wins this one.
Well, she also picked up a kind of a reprieve because she did miss that 8 ball and got safe. And Kelly had a tough shot and hung it. So you sure want to capitalize when you get a couple breaks in one game.
She made it. She's getting a shot on the 10. Straight in the corner. Supposed to make this one. Get on the hill. And I think it's Kelly's break, though.
Right in the heart of the pocket.
Good shot.
And Kjorsvik reaches the hill first. She leads the match 6 games to 4.
And it's Kelly's break, I believe.
Yes. She won the leg and will be breaking on the even games.
You're another one who knows 6 and 4 is 10. Jay knows that too.
Oh, I just called it the rack before that it'd be Kelly's break, so I guess if I just keep saying it'll be Kelly's break, I'll be
It will be if you remember you said it.
Will be at some point. Well, maximum pressure. Yeah, it's not just about winning that game, but she didn't want to let Kelly get on a roll and just run away from her.
So, Mark, how long are you staying out? You say
I leave next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. So you have like 4 or 5 days to do commentary with me for the Southern Classic.
That's right. Then off to Phoenix with the college billiards team.
Yeah. And like I said, if you ever need me for something, give me a call.
Yeah, if you ever came through, boy, it'd be great to have you spend a little time with the kids. They would get a kick out of it. I know. We're going to have about 30 kids on the team next year. The team is at Lindenwood University, where we have scholarship offers for collegiate billiards players. It's never been done in the past.
I had 4 good years in Phoenix, so, I've got an accident case pending. And when that ends, I am going to go to California to see my son, so Phoenix will be nearby. What's this?
Oh, it's a good break.
Oh, she's not snookered.
Yeah, it's a good
she
break.
Doesn't have a shot.
No, yeah, she's kind of sad. 'Cause now she's got a gunfight with Lena to just get an opening to play here. Pretty nice open layout, too, right now.
Cut the 1 into the 8 and try to go behind the 3. That's all I could see. But she might see something else. Well, she just cut it to get through the inning, and she snookered her.
Yeah. Very
Okay,
nice.
you need some of this stuff, Kelly.
Very nice shot.
You got to win 3 in a row there. And I'm not pulling for her. I just like to see a good competitive match with good play.
Sure.
I don't like to see players suffer and dog it. No good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I have no rooting interest here other than just for a great match. You know, it looks like Lena's thinking about kicking between the 7 and the 4.
And she called what? The side pocket?
Yeah, I guess.
She did.
She kind of just flashed her cue over there. I'm not sure. That would be the most obvious shot.
Yeah, because the 6 is in, or the 2 is in the way back to that other corner. She hit it.
Yep.
I don't think she's going to love it. Maybe she does. I don't think it passes the 8, does it?
That's the 2, and yeah, I think you
Or
might
the
be
2,
right.
yeah. I don't think it passes the 2.
I'll tell you why. I was looking at Kelly's facial expression, who was sitting right in the line with that, and it was a look of a little bit of disappointment. So it must be very narrow, the gap, if there is one, that would lead to the pocket.
Well, you cut the 1 into the 8 and you go 1 rail behind the 3, I believe. She got the bridge. She's going to cut the 1 the other way. Maybe. I like cutting the 1 at the 8 full because it's going to stop there and you can go 1 rail behind the 3. But she's going to do a longer save, which I recommend. Got your choice, short or long. Play the long one. She didn't. She played the short one. She left a hit, I believe. She left a hit. I don't know if she can bank the 1, but she definitely left a hit. Yeah, Lena can hit this ball. How come when it gets down to the final game, there's never like a Mickey Mouse run out? There's always stuff like this.
Yeah, there's 2 really super difficult games to win, that being the first and last. The last is always the hardest.
Pretty good hit. She's going to get her with the 8 and the 10.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Yeah, this is tough.
Nice shot. Tough hit.
That's what I mean.
Well, this again is the cue ball going into the rail. You got to know that if you hit that side rail with draw, it will curve around and give you a chance. I don't know if she has a path the way she's looking. I think she's got to shoot to the right, but not with a high ball. You got to draw the ball. I'm not sure if she knows that kind of thing. Well, I don't see the path here. More importantly, she did. If it hits the 2, she's not going to like it. It hit the 2. Okay, you roll the 1 in, you'll have the 2 in the other corner pocket. Main thing, don't miss. You're shooting at the game now to stay in the tournament.
Particularly, you want to for sure make this first ball. Don't be so concerned about the 2 that it causes you to miss the 1. Get the 1 in,
right.
Even if you don't get a shot.
Don't even think the 2 is on the table. Just make the 1, but not hard, and you will have it in the other corner. I don't know if she knows that. She's shooting at the 1, of course, but how hard? Got to roll this in. She did, but she didn't get a good shot on the 2, but she can play safe.
Right.
She might even be able to bank it past the 7 and stick. She'll have position on the 3, and it doesn't have to leave this ball. I think she's going to do that. Shoot it straight on. Even if you draw it a little bit, you'll snooker her. It's a free shot maybe to win. Of course, it's easier for me to say this than for her to do it. She doesn't have to do that. You know, she can cut the two very thin and go like 4 rails behind everything. But she wants to shoot and get this final game out. Did she call the bank?
No, she's playing safe.
Oh,
Let
no.
the cue ball come up to the 3.
See where it's going?
Yeah.
I think she could have called it. I think she left it. It's a mile away, and the 3 will be tough, but Kelly, this might be your last chance to get in this match.
Yeah, I can tell by Kelly's pace she has a shot at the 2.
She does. You know, even if you take the long shot on the 3, you're alive yet.
Her pace
Yeah.
always quickens because she loves shooting.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Oh, she didn't hit it good. That shot's a lot tougher when your opponent's on the hill. But she she snookered her.
Yeah, she caught a little break there.
Not yet, Billy. That's what I tell Billy all the time.
Okay.
She caught a break. She didn't get it yet. The other person still has the dice. I'm referring to my other commentary partner, Billy in Cardona. I'll be insulting him soon. I don't feel comfortable yet insulting you because you're too big.
I'm too nice.
That too.
Well, she's bent over as if maybe she can hit the 2 ball, so maybe you're right. Maybe it is. No, it's half mass A time. She looks that, measures that. Now she's thinking jump.
Okay, where do you call the 2?
If you go in the corner, you risk scratching in the side.
And if you go in the side, you risk scratching in the corner.
She might be just trying to bank it straight ahead, just to make a legal hit.
Yeah, hit it on the nose, and maybe you'll snooker her.
Right, maybe get a little
Well,
fortunate.
Darren Appleton won the match with Niels, so Darren is still alive. And I'll tell you what, he's a formidable opponent to still have in the tournament if you're ahead of him.
Yeah, there's not very many chinks in his armor.
Don't use that word.
Sorry,
Oh, you mean
dents in his armor. How's
okay.
that?
Because, you know, years ago I was doing a match with Parika, and I said that, oh, I better not even say it. I got a good friend, Japanese, Keone Young. I know he's watching this.
Look at that shot.
Oh, my
Look at
God.
that shot.
That's a match
Wow.
winner here. And you know what? She can go 2 rails right to the 5 ball here, missing the 6 and 9. It's going 2 rails all the way down. She executes this. This match is going to be over. She's looking at it. She knows this is the winner here. She can eliminate Kelly Fisher, who's been red hot, and she can stay in the tournament and have a chance to win it. And this is it right here. The good thing about it is Kelly needs 3 games. If it were Hill, this shot would be a little tougher. You agree?
Oh,
Oh, she's not going to shoot it in the right-hand corner. She probably doesn't feel like she can miss those 2 balls too rare. This way, she doesn't have anything in the way. If she cuts this in, it's going to be automatic position. She didn't do it. And it was an automatic position anyway.
well, she hits a little thinner. She clears the 8.
Yeah,
so-
I would have went 2 rails the other way, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Little
Yes.
easier shot. Oh, Kelly's still alive. If she falls on the 5, the rest of the rack is going to be pretty easy, and she did that. Well, I shouldn't say that. She's still got to get on the 6, and it looks like she got straight in. She needed a little angle so she can get close to the 6. I mean, you know, she can pocket it and just take the long shot on the 6. That's what she's looking at. Nothing easy about that 6.
No.
She's got to roll a little forward because sticking the 9's still in the way. She's got to go a little forward and take the shot. Oh, she didn't get it. I don't think she has it. I think that Pat, the 9 is in it. She's looking at it, but I don't see her getting past the 9 to make the 6. She wanted to get closer to the 6, and this is what happened to her. There, I think she was just supposed to go forward and take the shot on the 6. I don't think she can make this, but I could be wrong. I was wrong last year once. I was wrong again.
Yeah, she drilled it.
But she's close to the ball, and she could see it better. I'll tell you, she's going to get out here. The match is not over.
Yep. Lena Kjorsvik.
Yeah. Lena Kjorsvik would like to have that 3 ball back. I really feel she shot it in the wrong pocket, and so do you. And she's going to have to sweat it a little longer.
Yeah, if Kelly gets out here, Kelly would only need to win 2 more games. So,
But it's Lena's break.
well done there. Perfect position on the 10 ball. Kelly Fisher's 5th win. She trails in the match 6-5.
Interesting, exciting match if you're not their backers.
We've had some long days here. 3 days thus far, 3.5, I guess.
There must be mental telepathy, because I was just thinking that, and I was just thinking I'm going to be here 10 more days, but I'm not wore out. I feel good about it. You know, you got a little war yesterday because you did 6 matches.
I did 5, but
I exaggerate 20%.
I think the Geneva Convention prevents 6 matches from one day, and if not, it should be.
How about a union?
Well, anyway, this is a far more humane day. Just be a regular day.
Uh-oh, she made a ball. She's going to have a chance to get the final game again. Got a chance, too. You know, they broke pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, this rack plays to Lena's strengths because they're open, and now it's ball management. She doesn't have to create a lot with a big stroke. More just play good angles. Referee's trying to remove the magic rack. It's not easily done.
He did it. Okay. It's not, you know, there's a few tricky things here. Actually, this one, I think you just draw the ball. It has an angle that will draw past the side, one rail, and she's already anticipating running to 1, 2, 3 because she's trying to see what to do with that orange ball.
The pink 4.
The pink 4. Well, this isn't totally easy, but I think she can draw the ball to the 2. No, she didn't. Center ball, and she did it. She needs an angle, though. She got it. Now you go 2 rails to the 3, I believe. Forward. That how you would shoot it, Mark?
Yeah, I think so. You don't, well, you don't have to deal with that much the 7-ball clutter.
Yeah, I think you
We're
go
always
forward.
talking from out of school because we're not there at the table to see the exact angle, and
Yeah.
sometimes it surprises us.
She might go 1 rail to the 3. Then she's got to worry about that corner pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that's an equation. It's going to be 2 rails backward or 2 rails forward.
I don't know. She might be coming backwards now. I don't like that. There's more congestion coming back 2 rails than going forward because the 7 enters coming back and it doesn't enter going forward.
But sometimes you feel more confident about powering up with low,
Yeah.
too.
Well, we'll see. Oh,
No,
she went
1
1
rail.
rail and she didn't have to worry about the
What a
corner
pretty shot.
pocket. That
No.
was a beautiful. Now she's got to start worrying. But I think the ball goes in between them. But she's got to really thread the needle here. But it could be for the win if she falls on it.
Well, good job there on that position.
That was great.
Tricky, yeah.
She didn't deal with any of the congestion.
And I said I would not go 1 rail, but if I could hit it as well as that would be great.
Well, that's why you're here in the booth with me doing commentary and not out there playing.
You're right.
Oh, she got there. She got there, Mark.
Good job there.
That's a great shot. She's in danger of winning now.
Right. The 6 ball's very near the 4. So open layout, and that's what I was trying to say. Lena is pretty good at negotiating those.
Oh, she did that very well.
It was not an easy layout at all.
Oh, she got good. Yeah, she could see the goal line right now.
Yeah, this would be a big win for her. Next up for the winner of this match will be Allison Fisher.
Absolutely perfect. Get a little angle on the 9 now, and you could celebrate this victory. This gives her like automatic 3rd,
Right.
4,000.
That's right.
She got the angle. Not only the angle, she got an easy shot, and that's how you play position. You want the right angle with a shot that's easy, and she got that. Now she can get as close as she wants to the 10. Yeah.
This would be a really nice run out to close out the match with.
Yeah, I think she's got it there, Mark.
Uh-oh.
Well, she went 2 rails rather than 1 rail. You know what? She isn't getting out. Why would she go 2 rails on that shot? She had the perfect angle. Oh, well, Kelly, you're still alive. She's taking a swig out of her drink over there, and you're not allowed to drink any booze at the table, or even sneaking out to the other room. You get disqualified if you drink booze. Oh, man, this is going to hurt her. But I don't know why she went 2 rails. You know, the shot I called her to go 2 rails, she went 1 rail. I called 1 rail this time, she went 2 rails. Oh, she's not going to like this. What do you do here? You don't even have a good safe.
No, this is tricky.
Oh, what are you going to do this way? I don't know. You're going to jack up and try to spin it long?
I guess 3 cushions.
You can. Oh, she might get a kiss on the 10
No,
going
she's
this
gonna go
way.
very thin on the 10. Lots of spin. Yeah, it's iffy.
The 10 could be in the path.
No, right.
Oh, boy. Kelly's loving it. She's still alive, and there she looked dead.
Yeah,
She just went the wrong path, Mark.
She got all the tough positions out of the way, and then she fell off on the most routine of all the positions she had.
Yeah, she had an angle to just go one rail.
Well, she might have hit the thin side of the
Oh,
pocket.
I don't like this. Where's the referee? She could very well
He's
foul
standing there.
this.
No, you're snookered by the monitor there. He's standing right in line.
Mark, she doesn't have a good... Well, it doesn't matter if she makes a good save. Kelly has to be happy to get any shot.
Yeah. Kelly assumed that she'd be on her way to her hotel room right now. Well, she's back to this shot. Very thin, inside spin.
Oh, I don't know.
Three cushions around.
I don't think she's going to miss the 10.
Well, the 10's not going, but just the end rail.
Yeah, but where's the cue ball going?
3 cushions.
Yeah, I know that, but the 10 could be in the path. Oh, she hit it good, Mark. You called it very, very well, but like I said, Kelly has to be happy to have any shot. Now, she going to bank at it or cut it?
She'll definitely cut this. Win or lose, she's going to cut this ball. I mean, this is a very reasonable shot for the likes of Kelly Fisher.
Well, maybe, but like I said, your opponent's on the hill. It's a little tougher. What a shot. What a shot.
Yeah, what a nice shot under the pressure. And
Great shot.
One final rack, Danny. The match is now 6 games apiece.
And it's her break. Well, Lena would like to have that shot back.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to mentally recover from that opportunity.
Yep. She got through all the tough positions, and then she didn't fall on the ball there. Well, I'm not pulling for anybody, but I hate to see a player lose and go down that way. She got perfect on the 9.
Well, she might have overcut it a little bit into the pocket, and then the cue ball got a little hot, and she was wanting to get a little closer, and then the whole thing conspired against her.
The whole story there is you're defending her, but she went the wrong path, 2 rails. And I think she knows that now.
Well, it's maximum excitement here for us anyway.
A
Got our
sweater,
money's worth.
a sweater's delight here, a lot of suffering. And Wang Kane is practicing on the other table. You know, he's playing super, this kid.
See how he thumped Shane Van Moning 10-2 yesterday, and Shane's playing great.
So is Alex, and he beat him 10-4. Okay, where are you, balls? I don't think she made anything, and look, Lena has another chance to run out.
And look at the referee's task here. He's got 2 balls on the magic rack. That's not an easy thing to negotiate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, she's got to fall on the 2. That's not easy. But if she does, the rest of the balls are sitting good. But, you know, on the hill, both players, nothing is easy.
Oh, no. We just saw that. Last rack, the pressure kind of...
All right, wait, she's got a lot of congestion here. How's she going to fall on this 2? She goes forward, she might hit things. Get it? Yeah. I'm afraid she's cooked, Mark. She went a path that didn't have a path.
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole rack, falling on the 2. Now you better hit it. You know what? I would just roll the 7 onto the 3 and tie balls up.
She's going to go airborne.
She's
going
to have to get awful lucky here. She hit it. Might go behind the 7. Well, it left an edge. So it isn't like Kelly is totally snookered. She can hit this. Can she hit it full enough to just draw it to the side rail and knock this around 2 rails? I don't think you could cut at it, could you? No, I think she can hit it full enough to draw it to the side rail and knock this ball 2 rails, maybe behind the 10. That's what she did. She got her with the 7 anyway.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
She looking at two cushions?
I don't know if she has.
Oh, she's got the jump
cushions.
cue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, here
Jump
we go
cue.
again. One of these is going to go astray. She can go right in the pocket off this shot. Oh, another good hit. Where are you 2? She's got a shot. Yeah, she does have a shot. I think she can draw it 1 rail to the 3 in the same pocket, too. I think she can hit the 2 full enough to do that. What do you think, Mark? Talk.
Well, if she can see it, yeah. I don't think she can draw it, though. I think she's got to cut this in. It's just too tough to jack up and draw, and she didn't hit it very good last time she tried that.
Well,
jack
where's
up
she
and draw.
going with the 3? First of all, she didn't make the 2. Didn't lose her head. Lena has a pretty good kick.
That's a very difficult shot that she missed, but I'm so used to seeing her make it. I fully expected her to get that ball. I'm not saying I fully expected her to get good position, but
None of that happened.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's not easy on the hill, you know.
No, I'm not saying it's easy at all. I'm just saying I'm so used to seeing Kelly under the pressure get those balls that she's missed a couple of them, and it's a little bit uncharacteristic.
Did she get her? Yep.
Her whole game is based on super firepower. And the pace of this match is not Kelly's friend. She likes to play a much more up-tempo match, you know. And you'll see it here. If she gets an open shot, she'll go through the rest of these balls really fast. But she's never got to really catch her good stride throughout the match.
Well, she's got a kick here. She called a 2 in the side. Typical hill game.
Yeah.
Nothing easy. She called a 2 in the side. She's going to hit it, I'm sure. Well, she didn't make it in the side, and she didn't lose her head either. Well, does Lena know this shot? This is a 2-rail shot with no English. You don't want to go 1 rail because you could scratch. This is a 2-rail shot with no English. She might not know it. Just missed the side, hit the end rail.
She's playing the 2.
I don't know. She's going to have to draw the ball to get it to go there.
No, she can hit before the side pocket with high right and just go soft speed.
It's still going to go too long.
Right.
I think you got to have a little draw on this shot. Get it? To make that, she would have had to draw the ball. But nothing's easy again. She has a shot.
Yeah, nice safety exchange going on here.
Yeah. Yeah, Kelly has a shot, but all she could look forward to is another long shot on the 3. Do you shoot this, Mark? Yep. She's going to shoot it. where's the cue ball going? It's going down pretty far. You know, she's not going to have a gimme.
She might just be rolling this.
She
Accept
is,
the
but
long
she's
shot.
still going. Yeah, she's going to accept it. She
Yeah.
didn't make the ball, though. But, again, she didn't lose her head. Look at this suffering match.
Yep, just bring your jump cue with you, Lena.
Yeah, she needs it. And Wayne Can, who's waiting to play, doesn't care one bit about what's going on the women's tables, does he?
No, I guess not. He's getting keyed up for his big match.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he's playing Mika. Mika looked better than he has in a few years. Here comes the jump.
Oh, what a
she
nice
got
shot.
her again.
Stop shot, hit,
She got
jumped
her
over a
again.
ball, hooked her. We've had some back and forth going on here.
Oh boy, and they are sitting pretty good. If she doesn't hit this ball, I think Lena will feel loose starting it off.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah. Oh, look at the way they're sitting.
She doesn't have to get another turn after not getting out last rack, so she'll be delighted to have another turn.
Where did she call it to? Past the 6?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Well, if she happens to kick this in, she'll have position.
You know, it's going to be tough to get a fortunate save from this hit. But the first effort is she has to hit the ball. I don't know why Kelly's looking over there.
Well, again, main thing is hit. You know. She didn't hit it. Oh, Lena, you gotta love this. Not just like it, you gotta love it. Look at the way the balls are sitting.
Well, that jump shot
Well-
earned her this opportunity.
Yeah, and sticking the ball. Mark, let me hear your prediction. Is she gonna run out?
Let's see what I bet. Yeah, I bet she runs out. But boy, it's not easy. Everything's open. Well, I'm just saying everything's
It's
open,
not.
but we
You know,
saw the last
hey,
track. She had 2 balls left.
How about shooting to 10?
Yeah, right.
Forget
no,
the run
I,
out.
I would definitely consider it.
Yeah. Well, she got close to the ball.
Yeah, this is good.
5 goes in the side. It looks like she's got the angle where she can draw the ball and get pretty close.
Sometimes I could get myself into the mode like if I figure if I can't run these balls with the ball in hand, I'm not supposed to win. No, really.
You're
You know,
right.
it kind of takes away some of the nerves.
You're
of-
right, but look what she did, and she still has a chance to win. You know,
You're
you'd
right.
think she'd get punished for that, but she's staying in it.
Yeah, that great jump shot with a stop shot hit that got her ball in hand. That's really
Okay, she got close to this ball. Roll it in or stick, and you got the angle to go.
3
This
cushions. Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's what you want. You want the angle to go 3 cushions, have the cue ball go between the 8 and 10 around to the 7.
that already sounds confusing.
Oh, sorry.
No, I mean for her.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what she's thinking of here.
It's a lot of travel, but it's the most secure route.
No, I think she can go forward and go one rail to the 7, right? The 7's after the 5. There's no 6. I think she can go forward and get fairly full and go 1 rail to the 7. And then she has to get on the 8. That might look like 10 miles away for her right now.
Now we're getting down to some pressure balls. You'd sure like to have good position, but
She's got good position here.
No, I mean on the next one.
Yeah, on the 8. Well,
on the 7. You want to get good
I
position
mean,
on
getting
the
to the 8 from the 7.
Yeah,
oh,
right.
she's getting on the
Right.
7. She's getting on the 7. 1 rail. High ball, maybe a hair right-hand English. You're getting on the 7. It's the 7 to the 8, like the only thing could defeat her. What is she doing? She going 3 rails, like you said? I think she can go 1.
She's going between the 8 and 10 off the second cushion.
Oh,
That's-
I don't like that.
I understand. I'm just saying.
I don't like it. I like it less now.
Yeah. Well,
I think she had a full enough angle to go 1 rail.
she just got to make one good shot now. Just roll this in.
Is that all she's got to make? I
Well, I
think
don't mean
she's
to
got to make
minimize.
4 good shots.
But I don't mean to minimize because it's
I
a
know.
very difficult shot. I'm just saying that's
Oh,
what the
boy.
choice is.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this would show some fortitude if she did run out now, after what she did,
Sure.
But you got to erase that from your mind. Forget that inning. That's over forever.
Right.
And really, the seriousness of this match, I don't think Wang should be practicing on the next table.
Yeah, I agree.
No big deal. He's a young man. He's filled with vinegar. He's got a chance to win a big tournament. Well, I don't know if she's going to make this mark. Oh, what a great shot. Slow down, cue ball.
That was a
Oh,
great
she's
shot
got
under
it.
the
That
pressure.
was under the circumstance. She's still got another one. This isn't a gimme either, Mark.
No, she used a little firmer pace to help ensure that
The
her stroke.
accuracy.
Yeah, but in so doing, it maybe cost her optimum
Oh,
position.
boy. Boy. Nothing is easy.
No, it isn't.
Well, Kelly, you had your chances. Now you just got to sweat it and hope that she's weak enough to not get out. This is not a gimme, Mark, especially a position.
Well, I'm considering bank as an option here.
I'm considering playing safe.
That
I'm
too.
considering 2 railing the 8
yeah,
to the
that's-
end rail and going behind the 9 maybe.
I like just put the 8 ball down here in the center of the end rail and let the cue ball go down there. I think that's the
Yeah.
best option. The 10 and the 9 can get.
She's playing the bank. Oh, my God. Oh, before I played the bank here, I'd play safe.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's fractionally better.
Oh, my God.
But
she
she's
made
just thinking
this
if she
tough.
makes the bank, she wins the match. So
Well, she's still got to fall on the 9.
the bank
It
leads-
isn't automatic.
pretty automatic.
No, it isn't. You're going a little bit downstream. You're not going to get good on the 9. Well, first of all, will she make the bank?
Well, 9 goes right in the side. No.
She made it. No, she didn't. Well, she listened to me, played the safe. Look at this. She dead snookered her, too. I don't think she's even got the edge,
No, I think
unless she jumps.
we're down to the last 3
See,
balls here.
to me, if you got the edge and you're trying to cut at it, I think you're better off kicking. Call the 8 in the corner and kick it.
Well, she's able to bank it straight back.
Oh, yeah, forget it. I shouldn't say that, but I'm only saying that because the greatest player in the world is the underdog to bank this ball.
Yeah.
Where does the cue ball go?
2 cushions towards the 9.
Even further than that. Oh, if she makes this, the crowd should howl. It's in, Mark. It's in. Where's the cue ball? Oh, my God. She's going to win the match.
Look at nobody even clapped.
She is going to win the match.
Greatest
Look
shot
at
in the world
this.
right there, Danny.
It was super.
Oh boy, how good did
And
she
she
hit that
almost
ball?
scratched.
Well, yeah, like you said, the cue ball came off there awful hot because
Oh,
she had to hit
boy.
it so thin.
Oh my God! I'm saying that for poor Lena, because she was close but no cigar. Kelly's out. She's out. She can draw at one rail and get real close on the 10. It's amazing. Oh my God!
Well,
This is gonna hurt Lena for a while.
I'll slow down here for 1 minute. She still got this 10 ball.
Oh, she had all her chances to get out, and she didn't. She missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to her great shot making ability? You were oh, this is amazing.
Well, I mean, I recognize that wasn't a gimme.
It wasn't a gimme, but where she was, it was.
Sure,
after
sure.
everything that happened.
Right.
Oh my God.
After making that bank, Lena's asked for the cue ball to be cleaned here.
Oh boy.
1 ball away from a conclusion to this match.
Oh, I thought it was over. I thought Kelly would win it.
Yeah, she didn't use a really good stroke on that one either. You could see she was a little.
No, she jumped up a little too.
Yeah, a little antsy. That's pressure. That's what it does.
Well,
It
I think
conspires.
she could have hit the 9 a hair better with maybe a little bit of left-hand English that would have got her closer, but the shot was good enough. The way the match went, you would dream to get to that point. Okay, it ain't over yet. She made it.
Good shot there. Lena Kjorsvik collects the match. A couple hard-fought games here at the end.
That is amazing there. And you know what? Filled with suspense because everybody looked like the winner in the end.
Yeah, right. Could have gone either way. So, on behalf of Mark Wilson, Danny Diliberto, stay tuned. We got more live action coming to you. It'll be Kjorsvik versus Fisher, Allison Fisher, coming up next. So long for just a while.